All right, so I saw your post on Reddit, and you had asked for some suggestions on how you could play your current piece a little more musically. And a lot of the posters have commented on how well you're doing for someone that's just 10 months into learning piano, and I'll join them in that. I won't repeat their comments, but actually the thing that I find most promising is the fact that you're actually looking to find that musical expression. A lot of people that are new to piano, victory for them is I press the buttons, the sound comes out, I've learned the note, I've largely got the rhythm down, and the fact that you're looking for more is a sign of musicianship, and that's going to serve you very, very well. So I think that's a very positive thing. And so I've got a whole bunch of things written down on some sticky notes over here that I'm going to suggest for you. And I'm going to suggest them not so that I think that this is the way you should play them. They're the way that I would play them. And maybe this will give you some clues as to things that you can use for this piece and for others as you think about how can I play a piece more musically. So they're going to be examples. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is that this piece for me has a waltz feel. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I see people in ball gowns and tuxedos dancing in a ballroom, having a grand time. And so there's that grandeur to the music. So the first thing is I would play the piece a little faster. And that may be coming as bad news because you might be finding it difficult enough to play the piece at the tempo you're currently doing it. But a little more tempo will come, faster tempo will come with time. So don't worry about that. And but I think it's going to give more of that waltz feel. So right now, sorry, I'm going to screw the notes up. I'm just doing this by ear. But at that pace, it doesn't quite get that danceability. So I want to be a bit more. Just a little bit more, not wildly more, but enough to just do bum, dum, dum, bum, bum. You can get that waltz feel. And as a result then, same thing with the melody. Bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum. That rhythm really lends itself, or that melody really lends itself to that kind of strong 3-1 that you get with waltzes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You can see, you feel how that 3 leads into the 1. 1, 3, 1, 1. So you can you're not rushing them, but you're just pushing the tempo just a little bit. Dum, ba da da dum, ba da da dum, ba da da dum. Still in rhythm, just a little push on that tempo for those notes. Second thing, there's a really beautiful moment. Awesome. There's nothing like it in the rest of the piece. And so here what I'm hearing is dum, bum, bum, bum. So again, if it were the waltz theme, I would be 1, 2, 3, 1. Just a little bit more on the 1. So I'm not saying you're banging them out, but they're just a little too chunky at the moment. The other thing is the melody here. We don't want to lose track of that, even though those chords have a lot of texture to them. You can still hear that melody on the top. So make sure that comes out. You can even, if you just want to put a little bit of spice in there, make them wait for that last note. Because what do we got here? There's a B flat chord. Ooh, that's a tension note. And the listeners know that that's coming. So just make them wait for a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 1. And you can do that. You'll get away with it because it's the end of the phrase. And then the melody comes back in. So with the melody coming back in, what are we going to do? This is the second time we've heard it now. Here I might want to do something just a little bit different. Personally, I would be tempted to play it just maybe a titch quieter, just for some variety. So just a little quieter because I think it's going to crescendo. We're coming up to the high point. Da, dee, 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 dee. So a quieter start gives us more room to crescendo through. Oh. Okay, and that high point, that high C is important. When you're taking a look at your phrases, look for those high points because that's something that you're probably more often than not going to crescendo to. Okay, so that's another thing that you can be thinking about. I might even be tempted to just play with the articulation. You can have a little bit of fun with that, even if it's not in the music. That's okay. Enjoy it and give it a little bit of sass. Okay, then we move on. There's a beautiful spot here. And this may feel a little less waltz-like, but you can still bring that bum, bum, bum in the left hand. Bum, bum. 1, 2, 7, down, bum, bum, bum. And what it'll do is it will, this is the descending bass line. So you can accent those descending notes. But I think what this section really wants is a crescendo. So right now you're kind of playing it straight. But if you actually take a look at the music, it's broadening. So that left hand is going down, but the melody is going up. And so for that reason, the music's going like this. So paint that with a crescendo. I'd start off again really quiet. Dolcissimo. Doesn't that just come alive now? So you can look for those moments. There's others in there, by the way. Look for those broadening moments because that's crying out for a crescendo. Okay, next thing. Oh, it's right after that. Careful here. I know you're trying to get to a high point, and you're right. Careful about the tone. It was just suddenly too bright. So, and I'd be tempted here. I think you're pedaling it all the way through. This is a really big sound now, and we want to get back to the return of the melody. So I'd be tempted to actually pull the pedal off. Oh, we got this delicate little sound. And then we get back to the main melody. Second last point. The melodies come back now. This is the third time we've heard it. And here I think I'd be tempted to play it a little more straight. The first two times, some schmaltz, dum, da 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 dee, da 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 da, that kind of schmaltzy kind of feeling. So here maybe just a little more reserved, maybe even just slightly down tempo. It's almost like these are older, more mature waltzers now. They remember their schmaltzy earlier days, and now they're just a little more refined in their golden years. And then you get to the end. So here I would encourage dum, and then a nice light ending. Just a gentle landing on that. That is a clear step down dynamically from what came before. Now the other thing that's happening here is because you have to change from an F chord to a B flat chord, there's a gap. I'm exaggerating, but you'll hear the gap if you listen to your recording again. So this is a pedal moment. This is one of the most important uses of the pedal, is to create no gaps, create a legato, even though your hands may be doing something else. So it's pedal down and up, right on that B flat, and you'll get rid of that gap altogether. Down, up, I hope these tips help you out. That's a great piece. I think you're playing it very, very well, and I wish you the best on your piano journey.